Hey guys, how's it going? Josiah here, and we are continuing in our 12 days of Christmas where we're counting down from day 12 all the way down to day 1. I'm giving you tips that correlate to that number. So today is 8 candid moments you need to look out for. 8 candid moments you need to look out for on the wedding day. So yeah, let's just dive right in. I'm gonna read from my phone because I don't remember them all off the top of my head. So my phone's gonna be up in this space here a little bit. The first candid moment you need to look out for is the groom's reaction at the first look, okay? Candid moments are important, I guess. Let me preface before we really jump in here. Candid moments are important, all right? You need to anticipate these moments. These are the real raw reactions to things, the real emotions. These aren't things that you're making happen. They're not fake moments, right? Sometimes we create these candid fake moments in portraits or in bridal party, things like that. No, these are real moments, authentic moments that are happening in front of you, and the only way to catch them and capture them is to anticipate them, okay? Keep your cameras up, keep your eye on the prize, all right? As Two Man Studios, as Erica and Lanny from Two Man Studios say, play the lottery, shoot a lot. The more you shoot, the more likely you are to get that winning ticket. So shoot a lot, it's gonna be great. Look for these candid moments. So again, first candid moment, the groom's reaction at the first look. Set yourself up to get that winning shot every time. Focus on the groom. This is about the groom, not the bride's reaction. This is about the groom's reaction. The story is the groom's reaction. So focus on him. It's good if you wanna have your second shooter on the bride's reaction, that's great too, okay? So groom's reaction at the first look. Second, similarly, groom's reaction at the ceremony. This is a very different atmosphere. If you've never been married, if you've never had a first look and a ceremony, the reaction at the first look is often different than the reaction at the ceremony. Sometimes they're the same, but the atmosphere is so different that they will react very differently because the moment. The moment has just changed. One, the first look is really more like a, oh my gosh, this is happening, I'm so excited, to the ceremony being like, holy crap, this is happening. I'm very excited, but now I'm really nervous because there's like 200 people staring at me, and I'm about to commit my life to somebody for real this time. So it's a very different moment. It's exciting still on both ends, but there's a little bit more weight to the ceremony. So he may react differently. The person at the altar may react differently when their partner comes walking down the aisle. So just keep that in mind, keep an eye out for them, and you'll get some winning tickets. And if you can, get the bride in the foreground. Get the person walking down the aisle in the foreground with the groom in the background, because then you're telling a complete story with the full context in one frame, okay? That's my tip there. Third thing to look out for, third candid moment to look out for is the couple's celebration after they kiss at the altar. After they kiss, there's often a face they make or a huge smile or something they do in reaction to one another that creates gold. It's just like a great moment that they want captured. So keep an eye out for whatever they do immediately after they kiss, after they're announced maybe husband and wife, or partners, whatever it is they're announced as. Keep an eye out for that, because that moment is it's just so beautiful and so wonderful, and a moment you won't want to miss. Fourth, couple giving hugs after the ceremony to the bridal party and the parents. So right after they recess out, you want to follow them and just stick with them as their bridal party, as their family comes over and congratulates them, gives them hugs, give them kisses, and you want to make sure that you're capturing those big smiles, that moment immediately after the ceremony. They've been married for only a couple of minutes now, and they're being congratulated by the people that mean the most to them. So follow them. Don't just stick around the ceremony space. Go photograph that moment happening with the bride and groom. Number 5, candid moment number 5 to look out for is parents, siblings, and bridesmaids reacting to the bride for the first time in the dress, okay? This goes for like a first look with dad as well, if you wanna kind of do that. That's a little bit more staged, but keep an eye out for candid moments as the bride is getting into the dress or is in the dress, and they have onlookers, whether it's parents or siblings, bridesmaids, just kind of taking in the huge moment that's going to happen. The bride is in her dress and she's about to get married, and we've gotten some really great images of just their closest friends and family just smiling at them, maybe crying, like just maybe in shock of how amazing they look. So keep an eye out for those moments, keep an eye out for those candids, because they tell an amazing story and they give a lot of emotional weight to the day. Like those smiles during the dress, Number 6 is parent smiles during the ceremony. Photograph the parents watching their kids get married. It's a cool thing. They're kind of difficult to get, so I'd recommend getting on a longer lens. Or if you are a little brave, you can get all the way down to the front row and just kind of crouch in front of mom or dad and photograph them on like a 35 millimeter or something like that. And that may make it feel like you're more in the moment. But if you're brave, you can totally do that. We've done that sometimes and it creates some really great images. So give that a go. Capturing those moments are important because that's not something that the bride and groom typically sees. They're sort of just staring at each other while they're up there. It's up to us as the photographers to photograph the moments that they're not seeing, to photograph the moments they're gonna miss, so that they can get a full, complete understanding of what their wedding day was like from a different perspective, okay? So get the parents smiling, the parents crying, the parents wiping a tear from their cheek, the parents laughing, whatever it is they're doing while they're watching their kids get married. Number 7, bride and groom or sibling and parent reactions during toasts. So just look for reactions during toasts, okay? That's the big thing. You don't have to just stick on the person giving the toast. It's sometimes more powerful to get photos of the bride and groom reacting to whatever the person giving the toast said, or the parents reacting to what the toaster said, all right? So keep an eye out for those moments as well, because again, we're looking to tell the full story. The story isn't just somebody speaking, the story is the reaction as well, all right? So keep an eye out for those moments because you'll get some really wonderful crying moments or huge laughs. Things like that are really important for the overall story. And lastly, my favorite thing to photograph sometimes is the bride and groom reading notes from one another. Recent weddings, we've had a lot of criers, a lot of tears, and we've had some really beautiful images captured from just the bride and groom reading the notes that they wrote to one another. So get in close, get right in there, get in their space a little bit. If you have the ability to turn on some silent shooting, now might be the time. Make sure you put them in some nice light as well. You can always place them in a good spot, but don't interrupt them reading the note. Just let them read. Let them know maybe that you are going to be kind of nearby in their space a little bit, but just tune into those words on the page. Just ignore me. Yeah, like it creates some really great images, and a lot of emotion comes from reading those notes. So make sure that you're catching that moment. Any notes that are being read in general, but most importantly from the bride and groom to one another, is one of our favorite candid moments to capture on the wedding day. So those are 8 candid moments, guys. If there are any that I didn't say, if there's any candid moments that you love looking out for, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what the big moment is that you love photographing. I tried to stay away from, of course, the first dance and the parent dances. Those are obvious ones. But let me know. I would love to know what you guys love photographing as far as candid moments go. So let me know in the comments. I have a ton more videos coming out in this series, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you're notified when they release. One every day for the next couple of days, all right? 12 days of Christmas, all right? So 12 videos in total. And that's it. Any questions, let me know in the comments. I hope this was helpful. Share it with a friend maybe who might find it valuable, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video. Take care.